Well, welcome to the toss here for the fourth match of the evening here at the Central Broad Regional Cricket Stadium. Shaji is directing traffic at the moment, but we have an important match here. To me, one of the pre-tournament favorites, the Houston Stars, packed with a number of Pakistani international players. They're coming up against the Miami Sharks, and they would be looking to stop them in the first game here on the lights. Remember yesterday with all the rain, we had no games on the main stadium, so there was not an opportunity to play on the lights. So at the moment, we have CC USA officials, tournament director with us here, and he is Shah Zafar, who is a part-time policeman, and office from the office as well, we have Fiza Abid. Danny Khan, the president of the Umpires Association here in the US, will now place the coin in the hands of Mr. Navdeep from the Miami Sharks, who will do the toss.
Heads.
Heads is the call, and Danny will go. So it's tails, and of course, winning the toss. Navdeep, what you gonna do?
We're gonna ball first and see how much target is there, and then we'll chase it down. Yeah.
Well, I'm at batting first here on this track today. As the team's batting first more often than not. They've lost the matches. Obviously, it's very difficult to bat first, and as we go on, it's drying up. It's getting better.
My belief is different. I say the play smart cricket, like what you have ability to use, and we have a very good bowling lineup. So my belief is this: if we play 100% what we need, we win the game.
And of course, just tell us about some of the stars on your team, apart from yourself.
Basically, we have Umar Gul, Pakistan Test player, very famous person. No, everybody knows his name. Sohail Khan, Test player. Ramesh Raja Jr., Pakistan player. Ahmad Azam, Pakistan One Day player. We have a Pakistan A team, Bangash, Mohammad Farooq. So we have almost 6-7 international players.
Well, this man, he has a guy called Farhan Ali, who is one of the better players here in America. He's going to come at you.
Yeah, we're ready for it. We're ready for the challenge.
Tell us about some of the other players.
We have a Dwayne from Caribbean. He's a super hitter. So whenever you need the striker, you can look and multiply the balls by 4 or 6. So he's a good striker. We have a couple of good hitters too. So we are coming from Ohio. We have a MCD league where the stars are coming from. So we have good bunch of guys who can actually give a good task over here.
So the news down here is that batting first will be the Houston Stars and the Miami Sharks. Although the Houston Stars are packed with stars, the Miami Sharks, they have men from the Caribbean, and anything from the Caribbean is superb.
All right, here it is. Ahmed Rana and Lenny Archerbar. Houston Star versus Miami Shark. Miami Shark won the toss. And put for the batting for Houston Star, Lenny.
Yes, Rana. And it appears Farhan Ali will be the man to pick up the bowling attack from the commentary box end. Ramesh Raja Jr. will be the man to face the first ball. So we have a good contest on hand. We have seen very good contest in the game so far, Ahmad Rana, in the stadium. Number one, it's competitive cricket. Number two, it's all the teams are stacked up with some quality, talented players. And above all, perhaps the format of T10 has become a very shortened and very exciting format.
Ramesh Raja Jr. played for Croydon Gladiator in PSL. First class Pakistani cricketer. Adnan Rasool played for Lahore Qalandar. So this batting pair has some experience. And Houston Star is full of the stars. Omar Gul is there. Sohail Khan is there. Ramesh Raja Jr. Adnan Rasool. Saifullah Bhangash, Ramesh Raja Jr. And this team, the captain Amir, I was talking to him earlier today. He said that he has the best bowling lineup in this US Open. Now we got to watch and see.
So that is why there's a contest between bat and ball. All the arguments and all the bragging rights it comes to reality. And let's see who will win this cricket match. Winning a cricket match not necessarily mean that the team is better than the others, but at least it proves 1 point on the field of play. There's always a winner and a loser. So we're just about getting ready to start here. A little bit of hold up. I think we are ready now. Rameez Raja Jr. will be on strike, and here is Farhan Ali. Adil Saeed is the man at the non-striker end. So ball eased into the offside, and things are off here as Rameez Raja Jr. Picks up a single off the first ball, Rana.
Yes, sir. Houston Stars versus Miami Shark. So let's say if it's Stark or Shark. It's a good battle between here. And you know, everyone seems very happy since yesterday all that rain. Now we just have 3 games done, and this is going to be the 4th one, and then we're going to have one more game, Lenny.
Yeah, it's been an exciting day of cricket, the shorter format. And if you thought T20 cricket was in the fast lane, well, we're on the Autobahn here with the T10 series. So Adil Saeed comes into strike as Rameez Raja Jr. would have quickly changed ends between the 2 batsmen here. Farhan Ali is the bowler. So Farhan Ali runs in again, and this one goes off towards the backward point area off the bat of Adil Saeed, and he picks up a boundary. And it's 5 on the board.
Yes, 5 on the board. And I told you before, Rameez Raja Jr. and Adil Saeed, they both are very experienced batsmen. Houston Star is full of the star. Now we have to watch and see. But Farhan Ali is very pacey bowler. And you know, he's been playing US Open for a long time.
So a couple of balls with 5 runs on the board. So a good start here from Houston Stars.
There's a little bit delay because Adil was taking his time. I think under the lights they have to get their eyesight set before they can hit some 6s and 4, Lenny.
So ball outside the off stump, called a wide. We have seen a lot of wides in this series, and the funny thing, Ahmad Rana, they've been offside wides, so that's how the bowlers seem to be having a plan to really bowl full and wide outside the off stump. And of course, many of those wide might have been marginal, but still called by the umpires.
So here's Farhan Ali for the 3rd ball. A good shot. The fielder is there, but still a 1 run. Good running between the wickets. So I think they're getting their eyesight set. And Farhan Ali is a good pacey bowler. You can see it's not that easy to hit him for a 6 and a boundary. And you see there's a difference in his action. He just stop in the middle and he stretch his arm and then start running again.
Yeah, 7 runs in the over so far, with still the over just being half away. So they're on course here. Yeah. And as we saw from the other games, Ahmad, they'll be targeting 10, 11, 12 runs and over. The more the better. We were beginning to get comfortable scoring 100. But we saw in the other game 105 did not hold up. So we'll have to probably recalibrate and change. Oh, that's a lovely shot through the offside. Rameez Raja Jr. He picks up 6 over extra cover, and that's a lovely shot.
So Houston Stars are showing the Stars has arrived in the ground in the stadium, and that's a lovely cover 6.
Yeah, that's a good looking shot. Farhan Ali has given up 13 in the over so far, and we're just into the 4th ball of this game. Farhan Ali, he's gone for 2 boundaries in the over. So a couple of balls.
So 4 runs add to the total, Lenny. 17 on the board now. Farhan Ali been expensive. So, you know, Lenny, the lights are on. It's the real cricket atmosphere. The weekend is starting. It's Friday here. And you see some of the spectators came today. But yesterday, some of them came because, you know, on the opening ceremony. But the rain ruined everything. But here now, entertainment from Ramiz Raja. A good defense. See, this is what the experience is all about, Lenny. He knows that he hit a couple of boundaries, so he stopped. So his score is 17 runs. After 1 over, Farhan Adil has been very expensive, Lenny.
Yeah, the boys have given Houston Stars a tremendous start here. 17 off the first over. And we were making the point, we were looking at 10, 11, 12 and over. But when you look at 17, that's way 5 or 6 runs over the budgeted target. And so we'll have to wait and see who will pick up the attack from the far end of the ground. Number 1 has been given the ball here, Rana. Is 17 on the board.
So Thakkar is going to bowl the second over. Sagar Thakkar. So yes, you can see the West Indies style that Adil Sayed is putting the bells in the ground. This was a Chandra Paul style, if you remember, Lenny, which got very famous all over the world, even though Adil Sayed is from Pakistan, Lenny.
So Thakkar given the ball. Adil Saeed. And Ramiz Raja has given him a tremendous start. 17 off the first over. Can't ask for a better start than this. The Stars of batting first here. Big appeal. Not out says the umpire, and they scamper through for what could be a leg by here. And so leg by is the call. And so another run is added to the score, Rana. It's 18. Very good start here from the Stars.
Yes, very good start from the start. And you can see these both batsmen has played so much cricket with them together. And the understanding, it was the bowler was appealing. And the fielder was keep looking at the bowler. And they steal that 1 run. 1 runs make difference because you remember Somerset has lost for 1 run the final against California Bear. So 1 run matter, Lenny. Thakkar is ready to bowl Ramiz Raja, who's already playing on 11 runs, facing 4 ball.
So ball cut away up the short third man. They can't score this time as the ball is guided into the offside area. So Raja just off 5. He's gotten to 11 so far, a 4 and a 6. And Adil Saeed, he has struck 1-4, so we've had a solid start from the Stars. And the Sharks have been to the U.S. Open on several occasions. They're not a new team here. In the air, fielder comes in. He puts it down. And a big chance goes a-begging there. Ramiz Raja Jr. Might have given a potential chance, Rana, but certainly not accepted by the man on the offside.
Yes, Lenny catches win you the matches, and Ramiz Raja looks dangerous right now. You don't want to drop his catch. And you can see he's already on the 11th, facing the 4 balls. And he's a dangerous batsman.
Oh, look at that. Could be 5 leg buys. Scamper through for what could have been a leg buys, and then the overthrow comes. And in fact, it goes away for 5 runs. So 5 runs here. Oh, leg by. So 5 leg by is the call. And what a bit of disaster here for the fielding team.
I think what Miami Shark needs to do, they need to calm down. It's just a starting of the game. And they are not playing 2020 cricket. They are playing T10 right now. Because the format has been shortened after the rain. And after 1.3, you can see 18 runs are there already. You know, and Ramiz Raja Jr. on 6 and Adil on 5. So here's Adil ready to face Tucker. A very good ball, but misfielding for the fielder, which allows one by run, and the scoreboard moved to 24.
Yeah, this is a very good start here for the Stars, and certainly not helped by some bit of sloppy fielding here from the Sharks. And sometimes you can't understand why a relatively good, a relatively straightforward take, concede a run, concede a bye, and then previous to that ball we saw 5 leg byes courtesy of a bad throw. If the batsman is scampering for a single, you might as well allow it to stay for a single. As Takar into bowl to Ramiz Raja Jr. He remains on 11. That's the completion of over number 2. And after 2, they're going 12 each and over, 24.
Yes, 12 each and over and 24. And you know this is a 10 over inning. So far so good for Houston Stars. Houston Star is full of the stars. Let's see if this star can perform. Because big name, big game. But this is the roundup game so far. But we have to watch and see, Lenny. So far we see a lot of international players are coming to play this US Open. This is the biggest tournament in USA. And a lot of coverage going on, live coverage, especially from our TV team. Tassin Ahmed, Rashid Ahmed, Brandon Good, and Ronnie, and of course Rod Lalman handling all this graphic and scoring for you. And then Zafar Shah, Fiza, Sufyan, and Vinod, they're all handling the management part as well. And of course we cannot forget our commentator Ian, Lenny, myself, and Vinod Mamchan. So Lenny, the score looks very healthy and strong here. And the clouds are coming under it, but I think it's not going to be raining. We are going to have this 2 more games here because God is on our side now.
Yes, Rana, we hope not. We've had good cricket all day. Jagdeep Randhawa has been given the ball. And we come into ball to Adil Saeed. Adil Saeed has been relatively quiet, Rana. And we've seen a lot of action from Ramiz Raja Jr. So here is Randhawa. Ball played up towards the onside, and they go through for a single, what should have probably been a dot ball. So the fielding here from the Miami Sharks hasn't been really one of the better display we've seen in the ground all day. And we've seen some sharp fielding from the other teams, but certainly not Miami Sharks so far.
Yes, Dhoni Nathiel was the fielder. For 3rd over, Ramiz Raja Jr. on 11 after facing 8 ball. Adil is on 6, facing the 5 ball. Current run rate is good, 11.5. Lenny.
So Jagdeep Randhawa comes into the attack here with 25 on the board already. Ramiz Raja, top first-class player out of Pakistan, very talented batsman. And he joins a long list of players who have made it to the US Open with a lot of talent, and players who have played at the international level, players who have played at the Pakistan first-class level. And they all add to the quality of this tournament here. Ahmad Rana, always good to have some top players that really makes the league. And certainly they have come out in their numbers here at another US Open, this time the 11th edition. And we're coming to you live from Broward County Stadium in South Florida, Fort Lauderdale, in the southern part of the United States, the southern tip of the United States, where the weather is not at all cold. And this ball played up in the air. He's offered a chance, put down, difficult one. And Ramiz Raja goes up to 12. It's 27 without loss. Perhaps a little bit of a chance there, but a tough one. And in the end, another single goes to Houston Star.
Yes, Lenny, like you said, the big players, the big name, big games. And of course, it will make the league famous. And viewers all over the world want to see these big players playing here, like Umar Gul, Sohail Khan, Ramiz Raja Jr. So here's swing, appeal from the keeper, but the bowler was not interested. It's just one run going to be added to the total. It's 28 runs after 2.3. So Lenny, see, here's the difference. Now you see the big teams with the big names and, coming over here. But, sometime you don't need just big names and big games. You need the team understanding between each other. You need to make a combination which will help you to win the matches, win the game.
Oh, what a shot here from Ramiz Raja Jr. Short, no ball, asking to be hit, given a lot of it, and he pounces on it. What a shot here from Ramiz Raja Jr. And it goes square on the offside for 6.
Yes, you see the good package come in a small size. Sachin Tendulkar, Ramiz Raja, and sometime, they say short and sweet.
So Ramiz Raja has played a couple of big shots so far, 2 6s and 1 4. Ball short and given a lot of width here from Jagit. And ball smashed over the offside. That's a sign of a very quality batsman. Doesn't allow loose bowling to go by without being taken to the cleaners. So free hit ball, and Jagit Randhawa runs into bowl to Ramiz Raja. And it's another no ball. So a no ball again and punched away for 4. So add insult to injury. The action will continue here. Another no ball that has gone away for 4. So double free hit on the offing here. And Jagit Randhawa seems to be losing the plot here. Rana, with 40 runs on the board so far. We're just in the third over.
Yes, discipline needed here. Discipline, like I said that before to you, Lenny. Discipline is the key here. You cannot bowl no ball, especially in 10 over game. And 2 of them, one free hit went already for 5 runs, 4 runs. And another free hit right in the gap, but the fielder is there now. The protection is there. And Ramiz Raja kicking his bat. He knows that was a free hit, that he needed that boundary. But the score moves to 41 run. It's a good partnership. Ramiz Raja took over. And, hitting that 6s and 4, taking all the risks he can. And Syed Adil just sitting on 6 runs, facing a 6 balls.
Yeah, this over's gone for quite a few. 16 in this over so far. Yeah, take a look at that. This over. And it's a long list of what has happened in this over so far. Been dominated with a couple of no balls. And a couple of no balls that has gone for pretty much the full amount. 1 for 6 and 1 for 4. So Jagit Randhawa runs in again to bowl to Adil Saeed. And now he helps himself with a 1 bounce 4 over square leg. And that's a lovely shot from the left-hander. The assault continues here at Broward County Stadium. And this time off the bat of Adil Saeed. Is 45 on the board.
So yes, it's great to see the entertainment here. A big, long over and expensive over from Jagit. Adil Syed has joined the party too. The score moved to 45. Current run rate is 15.5, Lenny. 15.9 actually. And last ball of the third over still has to be ball. So here's Jagit. Syed is facing and towards down this for 1 run. Push drive for 1 run. 46 run, Lenny, 3 overs. Star showing what his star is all about. Amir, the captain, should be happy. And you can see on the right side, their dugout, they're all cheering up. And Ramiz Raja Jr. has provided them a platform over here, Lenny. And the partnership moved to 46. And under the lights, this is what is Florida, Broward County Stadium, Florida is all about.
So 46 without loss. They're going at 15.3 and over at the moment. And we'll have to wait and see here as the assault continues. Number 6 has been given the ball. So Asim Pervez comes into the attack here, Rana.
Yes, Asim Pervez has come to the attack. So change of the bowling. Let's see what Asim Pervez will bring for Miami Shark here. Here's the first ball. A good defensive ball, a good fielding from Asim Pervez.
So bowler number 4 being used here by Miami Sharks. And ball lofted into the onside. Catch accepted, and that's the end of Adil Saeed. He goes first. It's 46 for 1. The breakthrough finally comes off the bowling of Asim Pervez.
Yes, Asim Pervez has experience. He has played so much cricket. And see, they both have played the cricket in Pakistan as well. Syed Adil and Asim. So here's the first wicket down. 46 for 1. So here comes Sohail Khan. Usually people know him for his bowling, but he's coming to bat on 1 down. And if Sohail Khan stays, then I guess we're going to see some firework over here. So the Houston Stars sending Sohail Khan up the order. And they're keeping Adnan Rasool. Hamad Azam is there. Muhammad Farooq is there. And they all played, first class matches together. So they have so much experience in this tank. But good comeback from Miami Shark. From Asim Pervez breaking that dangerous partnership which was going for 46 runs. But Ramiz Raja Jr., the foundation, it's created a foundation already for the big score there. Making a 23 run facing a 12 ball. So here you go, Sohail Khan. Ramiz Raja, because the fielder has crossed. So, the batsman has crossed. So Ramiz Raja is ready to face Asim Pervez.
So Pervez has tasted some bit of success. You can't ask for anything better than bowling a second ball, taking care of Adil Saeed. Sohail Khan will watch the action from 23 yards, 22 yards actually. And Ramiz Raja has delighted the crowd here and certainly the viewers with some lovely shots. This one going down the leg side, called a wide. And so another one will have to be rebowled. We've seen several wides during the course of the day. As umpire Vijay Malela, perhaps one of the newest USA umpire with ODI experience, having made that debut in September of this year. So here is Asim Pervez. He's asking the umpire and he's given out. So Ramiz Raja Jr. falls 47 for 2. A double strike here from Asim Pervez. He picks up his second wicket in this over. It's 47 for 2. Ramiz Raja Jr. gone.
Yeah, so this is Asim Pervez for you, the experience. And it shows that, you have to take the wickets if you don't want them to score the runs. So 47 for 2, certainly 46 for not, and 47 for 2. And, the extras are 13. The extras are going to make a big difference here too, Lenny. So now we have to wait and see who's the new batsman. Hamad Azam is the new batsman. And played for Pakistan, Played for first class, played for franchises in PSL. This is the second time he is playing in American soil. The last time he played in Chicago. A good all-rounder. And Sohail Khan is there. So let's say Hamad Azam, Sohail Khan. See, they both are from northern provinces and both belongs to Pakhtun family. And Pakhtun are usually very strong people from Pakistan.
Yes, Rana. Ball guided away nicely here by Azam. The keeper has to give chase, and will he win the race? The ball slows up, allowing a couple of fielders to come in here quickly. So 3 runs off the bat of Hamad Azam. He gets quickly off the mark. But Rana, we can't forget the fact that the Azim Pervez has made a strike, made a double strike in this over, which is relatively good.
Yes, I agree with you. The fielder was Daniel. Donny Daniel. He's a big man, big player. So here's first ball. Sohail Khan gonna face. And here he's trying to swing it, but he tried to send that ball towards the midway boundary. But you know, if Hamad Azam and Sohail Khan are there, it's 51 for 2. And the current healthy rate is going for 13.3.
So not a good looking shot here from Hamad Azam. And he's been quite productive here. He's picked up a couple of runs. So his first shot went for 3 and his second shot went for 2. Very productive scoring so far. So 53 on the board. They're going at 13.25 at the moment. So another bowling change, it appears, as number 7 comes into the attack here. So Nathaniel given the ball. And this is a very healthy run rate here for Houston Stars. They're going at 13.25, so relatively good as Khan picks up another run. He goes up to 2, Sohail Khan, and brings Azam, Hamad Azam, who's been quite productive. In just 2 balls, he scored 5 runs, Rana.
Yes, Hamad Azam has scored 5 runs with the great shoot shot, got the boundary. Here's Hamad Azam facing Amal. And again, he tried to play the swift shot, but the fielder is there. It's going to be only 1 run. But I think the captain Amir sent Sohail Khan up there because he knows this is only 10 overs game. And Sohail Khan is a good batsman too, you know, in a Pakistan first class circuit. So here it is, Amal ready to ball and Sohail Khan. And here he's trying to swing the ball, but it's out. See, Amal has strikes. So this is what happens. Sometime when you send your hitter up, sometime you hit it or sometime you miss it. So this time Houston Star has missed it here by sending Sohail Khan up. And good bowling for Amal. So Houston Star losing the 3rd wicket on 55 runs.
So another wicket goes down. The dangerous Sohail Khan goes. And off the bowling of Amal Nathaniel. And so Ahmad Rana. Miami Sharks beginning to fight back here. The wickets falling at 46. We saw 46 without loss. Now it's 56 for 3.
Yes, 55 for 3. 55 for 3, pardon me. So you see spinners are doing the good job for Miami Shark. 55 for 3. Now the new batsman is Mohammad Farooq. He plays in Houston Cricket League, and he plays the first class, Pakistan first class from Karachi. Mostly this team belongs to Karachi, Pakistan. Especially, you know, Ramiz Raja Jr., Mohammad Farooq, the captain Amir. So Farooq has played a lot of cricket and a lot of experience. He is the middle order batsman. So Amal is struck. Sohail Khan is back to the pavilion. Farooq is ready to face Amal. See, that's where the experience comes in. He played the first shot, cut shot. And Farooq plays like Moeen Khan of Pakistan, the wicket keeper.
Yeah, lots of experience there. So Hamad Azam, he's on 6. It's 56 for 3. Sharks are beginning to fight back here. They've picked up 3 quick wickets here. Amal Nathaniel, he has tasted some bit of success in this over so far. We've got 32 balls remaining. Here is Amal. And ball driven straight back to the bowler. Can't score. Azam remains on 6. And we are into the 5th over being bowled here by Nathaniel.
Yes, Hamad Azam is there. Hamad Azam ready to face Amal Nathaniel. And he wanted to play on the leg side, but he see the ball on the offside, so he play the offside. See, this is what your mental strength come up to, Danny. So this is after 5 over, 57 for 3. It's going to be a commentary change. So, Lenny, I'm going to be on a break.
Okay, yeah. It's good to be back in the seat again to see the Houston Stars against the Miami Sharks. So Miami Sharks taking the bat now, 59 for 3. Azan 9, Faru 1. That's a nice run down through the slip region, and it's going close to the boundary. Field managed to stop that one, and they run through for the second.
So 3 runs off the bat of Hamad Azam. They're going at 11 runs and over 11 runs and over. Mohammad Farooq is the man on strike. He's 1 off 1. And we've got some 28 balls remaining. A good crowd watching this game, as you can see. And Pervez, he's picked up a couple of wickets in his spell so far. He's bowled relatively well, considering Eon. We have seen a bit of sloppy fielding from the Miami Sharks, but nothing beats a couple of wickets, and they've picked up 3 very quick ones after there was a big posting. This one is cut away nicely by Mohammad Farooq, and it goes away for 4. It's a lovely shot, finding the gap towards the third man area. Is 66 for 3.
Yes, so the Miami Sharks, they haven't been doing so well inside of the field, but they managed to get 3 quick wickets, which basically changing the game, because the Houston Star was going great at 66 for 3, and we're just in the 6th over, so it's a game on here. So, and that's a play and a miss there. So a play and a miss there by Farooq. as Pervez goes back to his mark. Not a play and a miss, not a dot ball there. Pervez bowling pretty good. Excellent bowling. And after 6 overs, they're 66 for 3.
Yeah, Ian, we have seen some good cricket today, and in fact, in the series. And if you're at home just wondering what has happened to the T20 encounter, well, because the tournament has lost a complete day yesterday without no play in the stadium. There have been games outside of the stadium. The organizers have decided that in order to catch up with having one complete day lost in the stadium, right, Ian, they have decided that the T20 encounters will probably try to catch up with the scheduling, and of course having a meeting with the managers and captains of all the teams. They have come up with a plan to come up with 10 overs aside, as Amal Nathaniel 1 overs, no maiden 1 for 4 continues, will come into ball to Azam, and Azam works this one down to long on. He picks up an easy single and pushes the score up to 67.
So with the entire day last year in the stadium, we have 28 teams involved in this, so it's a lot of games. So with management deciding to bring it down to a 10-10, it's a great decision being taken there. So we'll be able to see all the teams in action. We'll be able to actually get to see all our favorite batsmen and bowlers here, rather than have to skip a game or something. We're still playing all the games. So it is good going, and fans are really enjoying it, this version of the game. That ball is played and it's running into the boundary for 4 runs. So Azan is taking it to the bowler, and that's exactly what he's going to be doing through this innings. So we're looking forward to him, making a 50 today. That would be a good thing.
Yeah, Hamad Azam has played a good hand so far. A ball with not a lot of pace. You've got to give a batsman credit for playing a shot through the offside with ball of very little pace. And they say it's all timing at that point. Oh, there's just another one into the night, and it's gone all the way to where the covers are. Off the bat of Azam, he picks up his first maximum, and the score pushes the score up to 78 for 3 with a scoring rate of 11.7. Eon.
Great going. Azam showing his class here. That was a huge 6, moving up his tally to 23 in just 10 balls. So he's doing his thing. There he goes again, and that is through the cover for a quick single. So Azam is playing the game that is expected of him here. A runner ball, but he actually giving us on the double. His strike rate is like 200.
So 13 in this over. Oh, ball cut away. Will run away for 4. It's going to be a challenge here from the fielder. The ball wins. And another 4 off the bat of Mohamed Farouk. So what an over here. Against the Miami Sharks. Some 17 runs off that over, Eon. And that favors the batting team. A lovely shot there from Mohamed Farouk. Just guiding the pace. Just using the pace of the ball in the vacant area. And on a well-manicured ground like this one, it looks very pretty.
That was an excellent over for the Houston Stars. We see Farouk in action. We also see Azan taking it to the bowler also. So these two batsmen seem to have their game plan, and they're going pretty good. 83 for 3. And 3 more overs to go. We could be seeing our highest score of the day here today. What do you think, Lenny?
Yeah, it's still some ways. 18 balls remaining. Still some ways to go. Could be another bowling change here. 83 on the board. So that the highest score we've seen in the day, 117, 118. So Hamad Azam, he's batted well. And Farouk has supported well enough too. So a partnership of 28 so far. And this one is struck into the deep area. Long on it goes. And he goes for a huge six off the bat of Hamad Azam. Lovely shot straight down the ground, Ian.
Definitely, Azam is on his game here. The mindset is perfect for this type of a game. 10-10, we need runs, and he's basically producing 30 runs from just 12 balls. What a way to go. You could never ask for more from this gentleman here. He's really showing his class here as he's executing quite well. So, and he's going at it again. This one is through the slips, and it's into the boundary for 4. So another boundary to Azam. He now goes up to 34, and the score goes up to 93 for 3. 7.2 over. So great going here by the Houston Stars. So the Miami Sharks, they got to get a game plan here, as these two batsmen is really taking the game to another level in terms of getting the ball over the boundary. And Azam waits the bat, and he's looking dangerous. That's another hard hit. It's up in the dark, and he is out, caught right on the boundary. That was a very good catch there, way on the boundary. It was a very good hit, but that's the back of Azam. 34 off 14. Pretty good knock from him.
So another wicket goes down. It's 93 for 4. Hamad Azam falls. Falls to 34. Well judged catch there by the man in the deep, and Baljinder, who's been roughed up in the earlier part of the over, Eon, comes back, gets a wicket, and you can never put a price on a wicket, so that wicket has to count for something in the over. As a new man walks to the middle, and we'll have to wait and see who he is, as there's no short number again. So 93 for 4.
Yes, 93 for 4. So Baljinder will be pretty happy with that wicket there. That's a very big wicket to have. Azam was going great at 34 runs. That was very quick, and he was actually taking the game away from the Miami Sharks. So to join Farouk at the crease is Omar Gul. So he's another international player here. Just a single.
So Umar Gul comes into the middle. Baljinder Singh has gone for 10 in the over. He's picked up a wicket. And will come into bowl to Pakistan International. Umar Gul, known for his fast bowling exploit. And a ball that is called a wide by the umpire. So 94 on the board.
That's another wide. So we have seen a lot of wides here in this game. The extras keep coming.
So 11 runs off this over from Baljinder Singh. And we are in the 8th over, still 14 balls to be bowled. And here is Baljinder. Ball played just over the bowler's head for just a single. And a single that gets Gul off the mark and brings Mohammad Farouk back onto strike. He's on 10.
Farouk is 10 from 7. He's going pretty well. Seems to be a good strike off the ball. And joined by Omar Gul, who's an international player for Pakistan.
So 13 balls remaining. Baljinder continues. 12 in the over so far. And ball cut away. That's a good looking shot. Well stopped by the man, making a diving save at backward point. And so that closes out over number 8. And after 8, it's 96 for 4. With Umar Gul on 1 and Mohammad Farouk on 11. So we've got 12 balls remaining. And Eon, the highest score today, probably what? 116, 117, I think? Okay, so we've got 12 balls remaining. And we got 21 runs to get, just to put a target on what could be the highest score in this stadium. So Farhan Ali comes back into the attack. His first over went for 17, not too good. And now he comes back into the attack here with just 12 balls to be bowled. So very interesting stage as this game gets down to the business end of things here with 96 for 4. This is the 9th over to be bowled here by Farhan Ali. And we'll come into bowl to Mohammed Farouk. Umar Gul is at the non-striker end. He's on 1. And we got 12 balls remaining, 96 on the board. So here is Farhan Ali. Runs in now to bowl to Farouk. And Farouk gets a ball that he's playing up towards the offside. They go through for an easy single, a single that brings the score up to 97. And the equation down to 11 balls remaining here for the allotted 10 overs. So we've had a full day of cricket. And the cricket continues here with 11 balls remaining. Umar Gul on strike. And here is Farhan Ali. Runs into bowl to Umar Gul. And Gul skies this one in the air. The keeper calls for it. He doesn't take the catch. And so Umar Gul survives. Ball into the night. A long way. The keeper may have called for it. And he puts it down. So not a good effort from the keeper there, Ian. 98 for 4. So 10 balls remaining. Farhan Ali. Number 2 from the commentary box end. And with just 10 balls remaining, 98 on the board. Farouk on 12 of 9 balls. And Farhan Ali is bowled 1.2, none for 19. Ball tucked into the onside, running up towards the square leg boundary. Protection out in the deep, and so only a single run. 99 on the board, Eon. On the verge of getting a 3-figure mark. On the verge of getting 100 here. And so we still have got 9 balls remaining in the innings so far. So 99 on the board. Here is Umar Gul. And ball goes down the leg side. So with that wide, that brings up 100 here, Eon. In the 9th over, being bowled here by Farhan Ali. 4 runs in the over so far. And we're down to 9 balls remaining, 9 deliveries remaining. Umar Gul on strike. And Farhan Ali has gone for a tidy over so far. Just 4 runs off the over. And ball played into the onside. Could be looking for 2. They're running quickly. And touch and go again is Umar Gul and Mohammed Farouk. It's 102 for 4, Ian.
Well, it's looking pretty good. We have 8 balls to go, and we still have a target. We're trying to beat the 270. Let's see, but they're going pretty good. The Houston Stars, not 102 for 4. Still have little over to go. We could be seeing a very good total here.
So 8 balls still remains. And Ian with an over that has cost Farhan Ali 6 runs so far. You've got to give him credit bowling into the death here. He's bowled relatively well.
Well, good bowling in the depth here. It calls for good, excellent bowling at this point because the batsman is in no nonsense mode. They really want to get the ball over the boundary. So he's getting the ball up in the black hole area. That's only going to be a single. So that's excellent bowling from Farhan.
And considering he's had a catch drop off in this over, you've got to say he's really come back with a good over so far. 7 off it. One more ball remaining. Mohamed Farouk will be on strike. And we saw Mohamed Farouk can give the ball a tap. He has picked up 2 boundaries so far, 2 fours.
Yes, Farouk, he can hit the ball. So let's see.
A bit of a top edge, but it doesn't matter. It's gonna go away for 4. So good looking shot here from Mohamed Farouk, and so a relatively good over comes to an end and finishes 11 in the over. So 11 in the over, and at the end of 9, they're batting at 107 for 4. So final 6 coming up as Takar runs in to bowl to well, he doesn't bowl, and so the famous dead ball signal here, Ian, as we come into the last 6. What is our target in this over? 11 or 7? 11 or 10?
Well, we're looking at 12 runs will do the trick. So let's see, 2 run a ball. That would get them up to the 119. Would be the top score inside of the stadium for the
So
day.
Takar and ball driven nicely towards the offside off the bat of Omar Gul. And yes, that's the Pakistan international, Omar Gul, known for his fast bowling exploit.
Well, Takar bowled a very good first ball there. You know, he only managed a single. So that put Farouk in the strike with 5 balls to go.
Oh, guided away over the infield, and it will run away for 4. So 4 runs off the bat of Mohamed Farouk. And that's a good looking shot from a ball that is short and given a lot of width there, Ian. He helped himself to a boundary. It's 112.
Yes, that's like taking candy from a baby right there. You know, he just wait up and he just pick his spot, and 4 runs was written all over it the moment it leaves the bat. So very good shot there from Farouk.
Yeah, lovely placement from a short ball. So 3 balls remaining. Oh, it's bowled him. So finally, Takar gets some bit of revenge here as Mohamed Farouk goes for 21. The 5th wicket goes down. It's 112 for 5.
Very good bowling by Takar right there. You know, still managed to keep the ball up to the batsman, and once he miss, then he'll hit. So very good bowling there. We got to give it to the bowler. He was just dislodged to the boundary for 4 runs and came back the very next ball, the wicket. And that's the wicket of the danger man.
Yeah, the wave of goodbye here from Takar. And that's a good send-off, Ian. Always delighted when a bowler gets a wicket. As
Definitely.
Bangash comes to the middle with a couple of balls remaining. And Saifullah Bangash, the man on strike. Takar comes in to bowl to Bangash. Bangash goes high in the air. And after spending some time in the air, that ball falls in no man's land, so it's a single. And can this ball go for 6 and break all the records here for the highest team score, Ian? Or?
Well, we await this ball, The one before, we see Bangash got that one way in the skies, but did not go over the fence. So we look forward to this ball to see what he'll do with it. We're 113 for 5.
So Umar Gul on strike. Final ball. And Gul will probably get one. We'll wait and see. They're scampering for a couple of runs. 2 runs to finish up here. So they end at 115. Might be another ball coming up according to the scores.
Yes, we have another ball to go.
So 115 a chance to get past 118 if this goes for 4.
Once we have a boundary, we'll have a record right inside the stadium for today.
So Takar runs into bowl to Umar Gul. It's 115 on the cards. 115 for 5. And Gul gets a single out towards the onside. They're looking well. Batsman looking for some interest in 2. So that finishes up the inning. It's 116 for 5 off 10. 116 for 5 off 10. And so that's the latest score here. Gul finishes up on 9 not out. Bangash on 1. And so the situation here is 117. That's the look of the last ball. So 116 at the end of 10. And Ian will wait and see until the scorecard comes up and just finishing up here. So 116 at the end of 10. 116 for 5.
I'll say that is a pretty good score given the nature of the day and what we have seen today. It's a very good score to defend. And we're looking at the batting for the Houston Stars. Raja Jr. managed to get 23. Azam, 34. And Farouk with a very welcome 21 run. Get them up to that target of 117 that is needed from the Miami Sharks if they're going to win this game here. And here goes the bowling. Farhan Ali, 2 overs and 28 runs. A little expensive there. Judge it. 1 over 21. Pervez, he got 2 over 16 runs, but then he ended up with 2 wickets. He proved to be one of the better bowler earlier. So, there we have it. The end of the batting innings for the Houston Stars with a total of 116 for 5.
Well, welcome back to our coverage here at the Central Broad Regional Park. Sohail Khan, the Pakistan fast bowler, is going to take up the attack from the far end. Here he is, a big man, Sohail Khan, a big unit. And this is down the leg side, worked away, runs here. They take 1. Nathaniel, he is going to go back for 2. So big Dunde, Nathaniel, he is off the mark. Score is 2 without loss.
Yes, we know 117 is the target. Sohail Khan is putting all his pace and bending his back here. Played for Pakistan, played 1 World Cup in Australia, played a lot of T20s, is still playing a lot of cricket leagues around the world.
Here he is again. He rushes in from the northern end. Lovely strides up to the crease. And a delivery that was just short of a length. Moving away, shaping away, just pulling out of it at the last moment. You can see in the background the crowd building up here for these marquee matches, the matinee matches. Of course, it's pretty cool on the outside. And Nathaniel will be looking to get the Miami Sharks off to a good start here. Remember the target, 117. Yeah, Sohail. Let's Let's see, the umpire gets involved with this one. He signals a wide.
So you notice something, when Kyle Phillips was bowling, he was putting the pace. He was trying to put the pace fast. Same thing Sohail Khan doing, but this pitch is not all about just pace. It's first getting your line and length right.
Well, this is a slow track. It's fair to say this is a slow track, and we haven't seen any of the fast bowlers prosper. So Sohail Khan, with all his experience, would realize that. He's a strong man. You can see that by his build. Probably just a little stronger than you, Ahmed. Again, short delivery and just pulling out of it there, Nathaniel. And a good line at the moment adopted by Sohail Khan.
Yes, you're right. He's taller than us, both of us, and he's fitter than us, and he's stronger than us too.
Well, speak for yourself. But back off a length and making some height as well. Sohail Khan, number 99 on his back. Is 99 your favorite number?
I think it's 99 is Allah's name. That's what that number is. When I was asking him yesterday, why did you choose 99? He said, Allah's names are 99 in Quran.
Oh, well, that's a good piece of information there for our viewers. Down the leg side, another wide. So Sohail Khan is all over the shop at the moment. And you'll see how Umar Gul takes it up from this media center end when he comes into bowl. Nathaniel, now as a batsman, this may be fine for your team because of the fact that you are getting runs via the wides and you'll take it anyhow it comes. But it takes a batsman off his rhythm when you're getting so many wide deliveries. So let's see how Nathaniel copes. That is a delivery that, again, back of a line, pushed away quietly on the onside for a single. So yeah, he has finally felt it onto the bat.
Yes, you're right. The concentration is very important because this is, even though US Open 2019 is 2020, but because of the rain, now we are playing the shorter format, 10 over each inning, and 117 required run rate is 12 run, Vinod, and over.
Well, it's early days. I don't think the required run rate should be a factor at this point in time. It's early days. And these two batsmen, they need to just get a rhythm going. And that's a very good delivery there from Khan. You can actually see that delivery pitching just back of a length and moving away from the right hander. You were squared up, trying to cover the line of the ball, and he gets a single on the offside. So the score now is 7 without loss. Prasanjit is off the mark.
You can see Umar Gul is warming up here. And the keeper is Saifullah Bangash. He played for Pakistan under 19. And he's a first-class cricketer as well. And on the slip, you can see number 86, Muhammad Farooq. Plays a lot of first-class matches and been living in Houston for the last 10 years. And this team, Houston Stars versus Miami Shark.
Here's Sohail Khan again. Outside the off stump and just fanning at it there was a Prasenjit. So it's clear that he's getting the ball to shape away from the right-handers. But it's the end of a very long over there from Sohail Khan. 7 runs coming off it. And at the end of over number 1, the Miami Sharks are 7 without loss. Let's have a look at his bowling stride. It's lovely high action. That delivery just short of a length, moving away and just fanning at it. A poor attempt at getting a run there from Prasanjit. He was nowhere near the line of that delivery.
Yes, very good action. 110 requires in 54 balls.
Well, Umar Farooq is going to open the bowling. Not Umar Gul as we thought.
Houston Star versus Miami Shark. Let's see if Stars gonna catch the Shark or Shark gonna eat the Stars.
Yes. You have me dumbfounded there, Anna. Yes, he tied me up like a shark. at the moment.
He's throwing back punches. Watch out.
7 without loss.
I know it's coming.
Farouk. Right arm off spinner. This is down the leg side. Worked away by Big Nate. Can't get a run. A loose nut that he got away with. The wrong line there, Ahmed Rana. Here's Omar Farouk again. And Nate is going down the tongue. He's out leg before. Delivery pitch right up. And he went across the line looking to hit it down the ground. Big Nate leaves leg before. And the score is 7 for 1.
So big man needs to walk a long walk. That's where the experience. So you see Farouk, and it looks like a little bit high, but umpire says it's out. So big man has to go. Maybe that's why Danny Nathaniel is surprised looking at the umpire.
Yes, I think that he is well within his rights to be disappointed there, because that delivery seemed to have been going over the stumps, because it was on the way up and it struck him around the hips. And the umpire was very quick to raise his hands. So I think he was undone there. The score 7 for 1 in over number 2.
So that's where the Farouk bring all his experience for Houston Stars. Mohammad Farouk, very seasonal cricketer and very experienced cricketer. We all thought Umar Gul gonna bowl the second over, but the captain Amir surprised us with Mohammad Farouk. And he knows Donnie Nathaniel likes to hit the ball, but yes, you're right. It was a little bit high, and Daniel was disappointed. But umpire is the final call.
So Baljinder is the new batsman who is in there. And this time he plays it back on the offside. So it's 117, and immediately the Stars have taken control. So just trying to get a feel of the ball onto the bat.
Is this going to be the first over, the maiden over of for today? Because seems like 4 dot balls.
Again, played back on the offside. So this is a good line, if not anything else. A good line adopted here by Farouk. You can see my goal there. Feeling a bit chilly. This time he's trying to go down the ground, and he does it well. He's using the long handle. You look at that grip on his bat. He's using the long handle, and he spoils the over there for Farouk by hitting him straight down the ground for 6. Baljinder is off the mark. And at the end of over number 2, the latest score, the Central Broward Regional Park, the Sharks are 13 for 1. Seems as if Gul is in discussion with Amit, and he's going to come into bowl from the far end. Omar Gul. Very wiry figure, won't you say, Ahmed?
Yes, Umar Gul, a lot of experience all over the world. You know, a big name for Pakistan. Played a lot of test matches, and a lot of one days. And of course the T20, and when Pakistan won the World T20, he was part of the team. And now he's been playing around PSL, he's been playing around a lot of leagues all over the world. And here the first time he come to US, and US Open 2019 brought him here the first time in USA.
Yes, he's was warming up a bit. It's very chilly. Of course, he's an experienced campaigner. He would have played a lot of cricket in New Zealand as well as England. So it's no stranger. It's no strange thing for him to play in conditions like this.
Yes. And, you know, Houston Stars is full of the stars.
Yes.
Like US All-Star. A lot of stars are here.
Like the commentary box as well. You're here. Mr. Thomas is here as well as
and yourself,
Mr.
Vinod Mamchan.
And
yourself, Vinod Mamchan. We always put you top of the list. If you see the commentary schedule, you are number 1 over there always.
I aspire to be you.
And
I know it's a lofty ambition.
I'm aspiring like you, because you travel all over the world, and you are journalist, the writer, you know, commentator, the presentator. I think cricket is in your blood. Here you go, the first ball from our goal.
Yes, goal from the far end. Down the leg side, it's signaled wide by the umpire.
A good collect from Saifullah Bangash. So maybe that's their first time playing in the turf wicket in the stadium, and they've been playing in AstroTurf, so maybe it's a little bit different than playing here.
So Omar Gul, of course, he would have all the experience in the world. He's gonna adjust. More often than not, he gave Pakistan early wickets during his playing days for them. Still looks very fit.
And I remember you were telling me that when he come to West Indies, and you followed him, and you met him. So tell the viewers about Omar Gul and the West Indies trip.
His goal again. Yes, it was a situation where the news was not good for Pakistan, as this is down the leg side again. So goal has sent down 2 wides. It was not a good campaign for Pakistan, the 2007 World Cup. They were defeated by Ireland in the first round. They were knocked out of the preliminaries, and they also lost their coach, who tragically died. And it's a situation where it was not a happy time for them. But he was one of the standout performers at the time. I quite clearly remember that. They were pitted to play 3 warm-up matches in Trinidad and Tobago, and from there he took up the mantle and did very well. So that's a better delivery there from Gul. It's pushed away on the offside, and they get 1. Pakistan seems to be, over the years, they've produced tons of fast bowlers.
Yes, that was a bad time, and condolence to Bob Woolmer family and friends, and he passed away there, and we got out in the preliminary and lost through Ireland. You can see the action of Omar Gul in a replay, that he's bending his back and putting all the effort in there. This is for the youngster to watch and learn from him.
Here's Gul. And that delivery cuts in sharply to the right-hander, Baljinder. Is it a leg by? Yes, it is. Yes, Omar Gul. And players like these coming to the US Open, they add so much. It's the only tournament where cricketers from America can get to rub shoulders with players of the caliber of Omar Gul.
Yes, I agree. This is the biggest tournament in America, US Open 2019, brought to you by MAQ Qureshi and live coverage on MAQ TV.
Slow delivery by the experienced Gul, going through to the wicketkeeper. Playing before that delivery actually reached him was Prasanjit. So they're struggling here, I dare say. 17 for 1. They still require further 100, and they need that in 7 overs and 3 balls.
Yes, extras has been given by Houston Stars 7 run. But, the partnership is only for 10 runs. They need to start hitting the boundaries because the run rate is going to go up.
Pushed away on the offside.
It was a good delivery. All Prasenjit can do defense it. Omar Gul again, a good Yorker. Just missed the off stump. And good collect from the Saifullah Bangash.
So he's warming up to the task at hand. Literally.
So Houston Stars are performing like stars here now. Miami Shark needs to do some planning and come up with a plan to chase their total 117. So for 17 for 1. Here's Omar Gul, the last ball of the 3rd over. A good ball placed towards the leg side, just for 1 run. So 5 runs came in this over. Scoreboard moved to 18 after 3 overs.
Well, actually, it was just 4 runs coming off the over. And a good start by Gul. And in that 4, you had 2 wide. So a good start there by Umar Gul. As we have a look at his action in slow motion, those arms pumping in front of him, taking the momentum forward. And that was a very good delivery. Just coming into with the natural angle to the right hander, Prasenjit, and he gets one. So it's 18 for 1. Baljinder is on 6, and that's the score of the over number 3.
Mohammad Farooq is coming back for the attack. In the last over, he took the wicket of Dune Nathaniel. And it was a good over until the 5 balls, but the last ball went for the 6. This is what cricket is all about, the entertainment. In 1 over, you can see the wicket, and the next over, you can see some 6s. So here's the first ball from Farooq. Prasenjit plays towards the leg side just for 1 run. He's keeping his bowling very line and length tight over here.
19 for 1. Here's Farooq, and this is punched away by a magnificent catch there at the mid-wicket. Almost nonchalantly just snooping on that one and taking it up. What a catch. That's 19 for 2.
Adnan Haroon caught that ball, and that's a good fielding second wicket for Mohammad Farooq, keeping a pressure on. You can see in a replay, he tried to force it towards the leg side, Baljinder, but a good catch from Adnan Haroon.
Yes, he did put some sting onto that one. 19 for 2 over number 4. Jay Singh is the new batsman coming in. I'll tell you something though. Farooq has taken 2. I think that at this point in time, I'll firmly put the Stars out front.
Yes, you can see in action replay again. This is what experience brings. And he put the fielder there before this over. And he knows what he's doing. And great catch from Adnan Rasool and Vinod Mamchan. So 98 runs need in 40 balls. And you can see 2 handsome men on the screen now.
Yes, of course. You can clearly see me and the guy standing behind me. And at the moment, the score is 19 for 2.
All you could have seen his stomach behind you, Ian. But I was talking about me, myself, and I. And you were just counting yourself in.
And I was speaking about Javed, me, and Dad. 19 for 2 at the moment. Prasenjit is on 5, and Farooq is going to continue. But a word on Farooq's bowling. You can see the experience coming into play here. Here he is, the big, tall right arm off spinner. Just outside the off stump, and that one nearly took the stumps with it. That one gripped and turned back sharply. What the spinners have gotten though on this track is purchase.
I think what he's using his fingers instead of just using his arm more. And and he knows with the experience that Miami Shark is under pressure already.
Well, he would have seen and noticed that this is a slow track. It's a track that is giving you some grip. The ball is not sliding on, so he's confident in using the fingers and the finger spin as opposed to using the arm ball as you're suggesting. Number 86 on his back. What's the significance of that number, Ahmed? Do you know? 86. No. What's your favorite number?
My favorite number, 11.
11. Any thoughts about that? The score is 22 for 2. That's a double 11. Any explanation as to why?
I can tell you after this ball.
Pushed away on the offside.
See, if you look at any teams in cricket, 11 players, American football, 11 players, soccer, 11 players. So any sport mostly you see has 11 players. And 1 and 1 is a strong number. So 1 is God and 1 is me.
22 for 2. you're likening yourself to God, which is very good. You have lofty ambitions.
You have lofty ambitions too.
So there is a change at the far end.
Ahmad Azam is the new bowler.
Ahmad, another Pakistan player.
Yes, Ahmad Azam is a Pakistan player. Played for Pakistan in T20 World Cup. And a good all-rounder. And this is Houston Stars. Like I said, it's full of the stars. So one star goes, the other stars comes. Ahmad Azam.
A lot of stars on the Houston Stars team. Very original, Ahmed. That the stars are star-studded. You're a very original guy. Yeah, he's a similar action to MAQ. I would dare say there's a lot of appeal for the Cotton Bowl. Very athletic. I was speaking to him yesterday. You also spoke to him, and he was telling us that he has the experience of playing around the United States as well.
Yes, but he said this is the best stadium and the best tournament that he has attended. I met him in UK the first time. He was playing the leagues and the tournaments there.
Yeah, he is again. And this is just outside the off stump, punched away down to a wide-ish third man. Yes, the Abdul Razak look-alike. That ran across my mind. He runs in as if he's running on ice. Not as rhythmic as Umar Gul.
He's an all-rounder. So, he likes mostly batting, but he saves energy by shorter run-up.
Here he is again. So worked away on the leg side. Number of fast bowlers have come out of Pakistan. My very good friend. Of course, I had a couple of dinners with him during the World Cup. And I will get to him just now after this delivery. I'm sure that you know him. Here is Ahmad again, and this is worked away down to long on. So not express pace by any means, but of course he can do something with the ball. 25 for 2 in over number 5. I think this is a done and dusted match. Yes, my very dear friend out of Pakistan. At 6 months of the year he lives in England, and the rest he's in Pakistan. And that's Safraz Nawaz. Do you know the name?
Yes, I know the name. We know then it can tell us that you have a lot of experience. And it's a ball.
To be fair, that one kept a bit low. It didn't. He went back. He was on the back foot, and that's the first problem there. It was not short enough to negotiate on the back foot. He went back, and even Hamad is suggesting that the ball kept a trifle low and just skidded through. And you're going to get that as the dew takes effect here at the Central Broad Regional Park. You are going to get a situation where the ball is skidding on. 25 for the loss of 3. One delivery to come. I'm going to ask Lenny to come in a bit earlier than scheduled. That's the one ball. So in the transition of the new player going in, Lenny can also transition himself next to you, and he'll be joined by the man with a very loud voice, and that's Mr. Thomas. One comment, your final comment before you leave and Thomas comes in.
The final comment, the game is done and dusted. 25 for 3. Houston Star is showing all the stars that they bring to show they are playing the cricket on a professional level, and they are serious about this US Open 2019. And yesterday we couldn't have games in the stadium, but today this is the 4th game we are playing, and I heard 2 more games to go. So entertainment and everything is going on so far. Everything looks good. So I welcome Lenny.
So Dhaliwal comes in here with a lot of trouble here for Miami Sharks. They're struggling at 25 for 3. And not because 25 for 3 Eon doesn't look bad, but when you consider this is a 10 overs game and they're lagging behind in terms of getting 92 from 30 balls, then you understand the context of what has happened here today. And Houston Stars have played a very good game so far, and it looks like Miami Sharks will have to sink below.
Yeah, it seems like the Sharks ain't biting today. 25 for 3. Right now, the required run rate is up to 18.4. We haven't even seen a team traveling at 18.4 all day. So, it's going to be an uphill task from here that we're midway, just 25 for 3. We'll expect them to definitely change their gear at this point. It seems like they're in park.
Yeah, they've had to concede with some very good bowling, some quality bowling, the likes of Sohail Khan, Ali Farouk, Umar Gul, and then Hamad Hazam. So a powerful bowling lineup is the Houston Stars. And by posting 115, 116, they made sure that in addition to their bowling strength, they've posted enough runs perhaps to get the better of the Sharks so far.
Definitely, they did what they have to do with the bat, and now they're doing it with the ball. Bowling a pretty decent line.
So Haroon is the new bowler. Another wicket goes down, 25 for 4. So Haroon makes a perfect start to his bowling spell, given out by the umpire for leg before. And now at the start of the over, if we say Sharks were struggling, with another wicket goes down off the first ball in this over, Eon, it's even more in the doldrums here for the Miami Sharks.
Definitely, the Miami Sharks seem like they're going down without even a fight today. At 25 for 4 on Wheeling. Haroon, you would not ask for a better start. First ball, a wicket. Very good start for him. But the Miami Sharks, I'll say they're in danger right now. They're endangered species today. So, the Miami Sharks definitely have to change whatever game plan they had. They have to change it because obviously the top line haven't done it. So we're looking forward now to the middle to see what they have in store. But we definitely have to pick up the score in here. They definitely need some boundaries. Wow, he was beaten right there. Ball went through him, through the keeper, and they managed to run through for 2. See what the umpire will signal a bye. So with Miami Sharks, they hardly getting the bat on the ball.
Yeah, 27 for 4. Haroon continues. Oh, it's in the air. Cover comes around, judges it very badly, and Sadiq escapes. So it's 28 for 4. We are in the 6th over.
Very.
So there we go, high in the air, badly misjudged. It was in the air for some time, and in the end, not a good effort there from the fielder, but they won't mind because they're way ahead from the way things are here, with still some 89 runs to win from 27 balls. So they're well ahead of the game plan here. And from the way it looks here, it's going to be difficult for Sharks to win this one.
Definitely. Haroon bowling a pretty decent line.
So this one is struck well to long on, and it clears the man out in the deep over the boundary. And it goes for a consolation 6 off the bat of Sadiq.
Well,
It's 35 for 4.
we only have to wonder if Sadiq is going to be the man here and to change this game. Because obviously it seemed like he comes out and his intention is basically to hit the ball over the fence. And
well, he struck another one here. So a couple of boundaries here from Sadiq. In fact, this one off the bat of Dali Wall, I think it is. And so runs here for Miami Sharks towards the end, but still a long way to go.
Yes, Lenny, even with those boundaries coming in, we still realize that the run rate is still asking for over 19 runs and over. So it's very much an uphill task for the Sharks here today.
So 6 overs gone. And it's 39 for 4. Still 78 to win from 24 balls. And The action continues here at Broward Regional Park.
That was a well bowled ball there by Azan, straight in the black hole. The batsman managed to dug it out, and well fielded by the bowler himself. They tried to scramble for a single, but wasn't possible.
So this one is in the air, easy catch, ball uncaught. And that's the end of Dali Wall. So he falls for one. More trouble here for the Sharks. And they're struggling here at 39 for 5.
As you would say, the Sharks, they're in deep water, but they ain't swimming today. They definitely going down. Easy catch for the bowler there. And they're 39 for 5, 6.2 overs. Well, what can I say? It's cricket. It's a game of uncertainty, but the way it's looking, I'll say the Houston Stars are really sitting in the driver's seat right now.
Yeah, they've played a very good game, this Houston Stars. Forgetting the fact that of course they came to the ground here, Eon, with a power pack team. But sometimes, as we have followed enough cricket to know, sometimes those names don't really show up on a given day. But we've seen some good knocks, and now we're beginning to see some very good bowling here. And this is probably going to be a team that will probably go some ways in this tournament. Of course, by tomorrow, the knockout stage will begin, and just trying to get past the round robin stage at the end of tonight's play.
So as the name suggests, the Houston Stars, they are packed with some star players, but as it is, they are performing, they're showing their talent, and they're basically playing the game the way it should be played. They went to bat and they got runs on the board, and now they have the ball bowling, and they're doing an excellent job.
So 7-7 to win from 21. In all likeliness, Sharks may not get to this tally here tonight, but you never know. Nothing is impossible. Highly improbable, though, as a ball stroked out towards the onside. Only a single, and a single that brings this game closer to an end, with 76 to win from 20 balls.
Definitely singles not going to do it tonight. With that run rate climbing up almost to 23 runs and over, it's really a steep hill to climb here for the Sharks.
So Ali gets a shot through towards the offside. Only a single at this juncture of the game. Beyond the wide, the deep boundaries are always protected on the offside, on the onside. So you've got to come up with something very forceful to go through that, or better yet, to clear the ropes.
Well, the Houston Stars, I must give it up to them. Their field setting being perfect. They've been basically cutting off all the boundaries once it's on the infield.
It's in the air. Getting a top edge, and they'll come back for a couple of runs as the fielder runs across. And so that could complete over number 7. We're still 73 to win in 3 overs. How do you win a cricket match with those numbers? 73 to win from 18 balls. Here we go. Just trying to get a good bat on this one. Gets an edge, and it flies over the keeper's head. And man comes around, just stopping the... no need to probably stop that one. The ball stopped him before the fielder gets to the ball. And it's 44 for 5.
This is where I say you'd need a record-breaking inning. We'd need that 15-12 ball, or less than 12 ball, for them to even have a chance with this one. So the Sharks are digging themselves deeper into a little hole. And we see Azan setting his field, still, even though they're on top of their game, they're still making sure that they have proper field placement. So they're not taking this game lightly, even though they're in the driver's seat.
So 73 to win from 18 balls. Haroon continues. Yeah, we've seen a good brand of T10 cricket, Eon, and one of the one of the drawbacks and certainly one of the takeaway from T10 games is that batsmen are not afraid to play short. Realizing losing 10 wickets in 10 overs, it's not an easy thing. You've really got to be extremely careless to getting bowled out in a 10-over match. We haven't seen one today.
Yeah, to be bowled out in 10 overs, that means somebody is just giving away their wicket, because you'll have to be getting like 1 over 2 wicket.
So ball placed nicely up towards the mid-wicket area. Only a single. And a single that certainly brings the equation down to 15 balls, remaining 70 runs to get. And what T10 has really done, I think he has given the advantage more to the batting side, because with wickets in hand, batsmen are really licensed to play freely and to really go hard at the bowler.
Definitely, with wicket in hand, that really bring up your confidence. And with your confidence up, when you walk into confidence, you feel that you're untouchable. So with the cricketers, as a batsman, you feel like, nobody can really get the better of you on this day, because you still have reliable batsmen sitting. And, it's a good place to be when you have such confidence.
So 68 to win from about 13 balls. And this one is hammered and hammered well down the ground, clears the rope. And it comes off the bat of it could be Sadiq. And so 55 for 5, all fives on the table. There we go, off the back foot. Is it the bat hitting the ball so hard? Is it the shoulder? Is it this bat speed? Or maybe all three, Jan?
Yes, Sadiq, it seems like he decided he's not just going down without giving it his all. So he's really swinging at the ball. You could see the force that he's swinging with. He's giving the full length of the bat. He's going all out. But I don't think it will be good enough. But he's 22 off 9 is pretty good scoring rate for him. If everyone have done that, they would be seated much better at this time. But Sadiq is going at it. Have to give it up to him too.
So 62 in 12.
Wow.
Bowled him. So Sohail Khan, easy as it goes. Ball full up onto the stumps, strikes the off stump. And that's the end of another wicket here from the Sharks. 55 for 6. Still 62 from 11 balls. And now, yeah, there we go. Full and straight on the off stump, on the base of the off stump. And always going to be a difficult one here for the batsman. So another wicket goes down, 55 for 6.
So just looking at the way Khan run in for that particular delivery, you could see all the confidence. Like, he knows that they're basically in the driver's seat. So he had all the confidence coming up to the wicket. As a bowler, you want to have that. And then he just look at the wicket and just placed the ball straight on the wicket. He didn't have to worry about anything else. He just put it right on the wicket. You miss, I hit. And they have to go at it. So he's bowling pretty good. And his confidence, I can tell you, it's high.
So Amal Nathaniel walks to the middle with the writing on the wall. So big appeal, ball goes down towards the offside. They come back for a couple of what could be leg byes here. We'll wait and see. In fact, may have gotten an edge. So off the mark goes Amal. Let's take a look, full and straight again, but mightn't gotten an inside edge. So big appeal from Sohail Khan. No says umpire Vijay Malela.
I think that's what saved him a while ago. He seems to get a little inside edge because there wasn't any signal coming from the umpire there. And another inside edge, and it's coming to us down the boundary here. That's 4 runs into the boundary.
Yeah, just ahead of Umar Gul. And so 56 to win from 9 balls. Batsman charging the bowler coming down the track, and Amal Nathaniel was able to pick up 4. Not a convincing stroke by any means, but very productive. Streaky but effective. Sohail Khan retaliates with a short ball. Not much help on this strip here. Ian, over the years, I've come to this park. Has always been on the slower side, but within the last 3 or 4 years, where more international matches come here, I think the square was rebuilt at some point, and it has added a little bit more life than what it was in the early days. But still, it's not one of the best track for fast bowling, I'll tell you that. And so Sohail Khan just making sure that with more games to come, he just wants to test the deck and see what the deck has to offer. This seems to be an off break, a leg break actually from Sohail Khan. And Amal Nathaniel picks up a single, so it's a downward spiral here for Miami Sharks.
So Sohail Khan, he's bowling extremely well. He's able to try the slow ball, the fast ball, the short ball, and the full ball that is right here in the black hole. Because as it is, the Miami Sharks are in deep trouble, deep water. I don't see them pulling this one off.
It's going to be difficult. Even if every ball from here on goes for 6, they'll be 19 short. Oh, the keeper does well to make a good save, preventing the batsman from even crossing for a single. And so that completes the over. 6 balls remaining. They need 54.
Run rate of 54. You'll say game over. So final over to be bowled here. And the Houston Stars are pretty much all confidence. They know they have this one. So they will be looking forward to the next game. Whereas the Sharks, they will have to go in and rethink their game plan, because today they were outplayed totally by the Houston Stars.
So Multan Sultan will take on Connecticut Blizzards in the next game coming after this one. And the US All-Stars, Multan Sultan, a big combination, a big merge. And they will come up against Connecticut Blizzards, and that game comes off after this one. So the action continues. And so a couple of runs here for Sadiq. He goes up to 24. So 5 balls remaining, 4 wickets in hand still. And the way, I think what will come quicker is 5 balls being bowled. 4 wickets to get might be a stretch. 52 runs to come by. That's definitely impossible at this stage. And this one is a good looking shot here from Sadiq. And he picks up a consolation boundary. This will count probably for some personal milestone that Sadiq has gone up to 30.
I think Sadiq is just playing his game. He already know what the outcome of this game, but he's not afraid to play his shots, and he's just taking it to the bowler just like regular, like they were just a few runs away. So he's
and I get the impression as you lose here, good chance you could be heading for the exit as a team. And the teams that we saw won today in the stadium will be the one with some bit of future in the tournament. I think later on tonight those fixtures will be sorted out. So our play and a miss. Just the bail comes off. Well, the batsman is planted, Eon, and it's all Houston Stars at the moment. Here we go. Ball keeping a little bit low, wide outside the off stump. From Faraz.
Yeah, Faraz seems to be bowling pretty wide off the off stump.
Balled him. So finally, Sadiq falls. And he falls for a well-played 30 considering what has happened. And another wicket goes down here as Miami Sharks hit rock bottom. And just with a couple balls remaining, just I was beginning to wonder if the batsman has conceded a game, but I was told you cannot declare in a T20 match for just something unrelated.
I think that's it. So, for the sportsmanship, they will go out there and take the crease, even though it's just a ball remaining. But in the spirit of cricket, the game got to be finished.
So Jagdeep Randhawa comes to the middle. And there we go, trying to make room, trying to go for the big slug. And although they're lengths away in this game, the wicketkeeper is very elated that his teammate Faraz has picked up one.
It's a well-deserved wicket for Faraz there. He's been bowling pretty good.
So slip in place. Jagdeep Randhawa comes out here with a couple of balls remaining. Very tall man. And usually tall players can go straight down the ground with some bit of ease. Oh, play and a miss. And so another wicket goes down. It's a stomping one. And so all of a sudden, Faraz is on a hat-trick. We haven't seen a hat-trick in the stadium today. I'm not too sure if anything has happened outside. But here we go. Yeah, big swing. Might have been out of his crease from the start. Didn't move too much there, but might have been batting out of the line. I'm quite sure if this was a international game with television replays, Ian will be.
Yeah, we definitely need a replay on that one.
Yeah, didn't look like he moved. Yeah, it might have been one of those back foot lift situation, but he's been given out.
So
Not that the decision would have mattered in what is really going on here, but just trying to be probably safe to say if Randhawa was given a fair deal. A big swing and a miss. And so all of a sudden, Faraz is on a hat-trick. And this is the final ball of the match. So let's see. Very interesting ball. A couple of slips in place.
Definitely the captain is giving him a very good feel.
And I'm surprised he would have supported him more. Oh, it's in the air, giving it a chance. Goal comes in, hat-trick! Hat-trick for Faraz in the stadium in a T10 game. Whether this is the first of the series, we don't know. But as far as we have information in the stadium today, Faraz stands head and shoulders above any of the other bowlers. He has picked up a hat-trick in the very last ball of the game.
So just when we think that nothing was left in this game for the Miami Sharks, little did we know that Faraz, even though they were seated in the winning seat, he had something in store. 3 wickets, 3 balls. That's a hat-trick. Yep. And that's the first one in the stadium tonight. So well done.
Well, you've just had the toss outside there as we are pitch side. And of course, tonight we have the CT Blizzards coming up against the Multan Sultan. And joining me here just before we head into the action is Fiza Abid from the CCUSA and the Multan Sultans. Of course, the Multan Sultans owner Ali Khan Tareen. We have Zishon Qureshi, an upcoming promising player here in the United States. We also have Mr. Karan and of course Danny Khan. The results of the toss is that the City Blizzard, they have won the toss. They've asked the Multan Sultans to have first strike. Give me the thinking behind that, Karan.
Basically, it's a T10 game, so it's a short format, and we're thinking to go in with chasing better.
And obviously, Sean, what would you have done had you won the toss?
We were looking to bat first. We bowled first in our first 2 games, and we want to get some practice setting a target and defending it. So we were looking forward to batting first.
So basically, you into the quarterfinals so far.
We won our first 2 games, and we're looking to win this one as well. So.
And on a personal note, you've been informed today, man of the match.
Yeah, it's runs are flowing. I'm trying. I like to hit, so T10 is a perfect game for me.
Of course, Karan, what's the situation with your team in terms of the standings right now?
We're also 2-0, so this is also a good matchup for us going into see who's going to go into the playoffs. So hopefully this game brings the best in all of us.
Well, wonderful. So what a match we have here tonight. We have the Multan Sultans, one of the pre-tournament favorites. They're coming up against the CT Blizzards. Both teams.
Tournament favorites. That's what I clarify.
What's that?
The tournament favorites.
And of course, we have the news coming down from pitch side is that the CT Blizzards, they've won the toss. They've asked the Multan Sultans to have first strike. Right.
So we're ready for play. US All-Stars. Multan Sultan comes up against CT Blizzard, Connecticut Blizzards, with the news. Blizzards have won the toss, and they've asked Multan Sultan, US All-Stars, to bat first. We will welcome Ahmad Rana into the box. And a ball that starts here to Zishan Qureshi. Dot ball here as Ahmad Rana has made his way into the box, enjoying a very healthy dinner. And so welcome back, Ahmad Rana.
Thank you, Lenny.
This is All-Stars Multan Sultan, the merge.
Yes, Multan Sultan, Zishan Qureshi is facing a ball, try to cut the ball, but good pace from Dorov Reddy. Ashraf and Qureshi are the two owners of two openers of Multan Sultan, and Ali Tareen is here, the owner of Multan Sultan from PSL, son of Jahangir Tareen, a very successful businessman. And it's good to see both teams are combining. A good shot, and it's a huge 6. So Zishan Qureshi opened his account with this 6, captaining the team Multan Sultan. So it's 6 for 0 after 3 balls, Lenny.
Yeah, that's a good looking shot from Zishan Qureshi.
And you can see the viewership is going up.
Moved up the order. And what I'm surprised about Rana is that CT Blizzards have won the toss, and they've elected to bat last. Why would you want to do that on such a powerful batting lineup as the US All-Star Multan Sultan team?
Yeah, I think that's a wrong call, but they probably thinking the due factor in the second inning. But
Yes.
7 for 0.
It's a long batting lineup, so they've taken their chances to come at the back end to try and chase whatever US All-Star Multan Sultan puts on the table. And ball in the air, so Qureshi escapes with a single.
But good try from the fielder. But ball land between the two fielders. So Connecticut CT Blizzards. Multan Sultan. Janoob ki pehchan. And Lenny, my mom is from Multan. She was born in Multan. So Multan Sultan, I'm favoring it. Connecticut Blizzards. Duro Rodi so far 4 balls, 8 runs. This is a good opening pair. And Multan Sultan has already won their 2 matches.
Yeah, what do you know of Zishan Ashraf? He looks to be a compact player. Oh, ball stroked through the offside, and look at that. It runs away for 4. What a shot here from Zishan Ashraf. First ball he faces, it's through the covers. A classic looking shot for 4.
Yeah, he's a classic batsman. And you can see Multan Sultan is top of the game. Zishan Qureshi opened his account with the 6th run. And Zishan Ashraf and opened his account with the 4 runs.
Yeah, lovely shot through the offside off the bowling of Drew Reddy. And definitely Rana, if I was the captain or if I had anything to do with Blizzard and I win the toss, not against this Multan Sultan lineup.
Good fielding from the fielder, chance of a run out, but no direct hit. So after 1 over, 13 for none, Qureshi on 7, facing 4 ball. Ashraf on 5, facing 2 balls. Yes, Multan Sultan is full of the star. Rizwan Chima is there, Jaskaran Malhotra is there. And there's a Pakistani players came from Multan Sultan as well. Samuel Badri is there, he's a vice captain. And Muhammad Ali Khan, the exciting Muhammad Ali Khan, and the pace bowler is there. And he's the heart and love of Trinidad and Tobago. Omar Khan is there. Muhammad Ilyas is there. And Faisal Iqbal, the Pakistani ex-Tex cricketer, is the coach. And even though Ali Tareen name is there too. And this is the match. Our viewership has went 3 times up. A lot of people are watching in Pakistan, all over the world. First time Multan Sultan is playing in US Open 2019. And the new first ball went for the dot ball. And you can see there's a little bit chilly and windy out there for Trinidad, for Caribbean player and Pakistan and subcontinent player.
Yes, Rana. Thankfully, we are enclosed behind some very thick glass. Not only the cold wind can't get through, this one is played up to long on. Fielder comes in. Has he taken the catch? Yes, he has. What a catch from number 1. Ashraf has to go. It's 13 for 1.
Yeah, this is catch of the day. That's what I would say today. You've seen the hat trick in the last match because of the catches. Catches win the matches. So right here, if you want to put a pressure earlier on the other team, you need to do the fielding like that. And you know, the Multan Sultan is star-studded team, but Zishan Ashraf has to go back. And here's Rizwan Cheema, the 6-hitter. The 6-hitter machine. Played for Canada. Plays all over the leagues. And been part of US All-Star, which combined with Multan Sultan now. So Rizwan Cheema is walking in wearing a number 12 shirt.
Yes, Rana. And I'm coming back to my original post and my original point. CT Blizzard have won the toss. If I was CT Blizzard, I was taking my chance to bat. However, you never know what can happen. They've picked up one already. They've picked up Ashraf. Just for argument's sake, let's say Cheema gets dismissed and Jaskaran is gone and all of a sudden Multan Sultan is struggling and CT Blizzards comes up with a big win. You know, could be one of the great upset of this tournament.
I think the captain took a chance because, you know, sometimes they think they need to know what's the total they're going to be chasing. They will be comfortable in. Because, you know, Multan Sultan is a star-studded team and all the batsmen in there, so they can chase any total. And you've seen that from previous matches. But here's Jaydeep Reddy to Zishan Qureshi, tries to pull the ball, but the ball goes towards the leg side, just one run. So the score moves to 14 for 1 after 1.3 over.
So Zishan Ashraf brilliantly caught in the deep. And we'll have to pick up the fielder name. Let's see. Was taken by number 1. Or wonder if it was number 11. Could be Koti Vanga. Koti Vanga.
So far, this over, the Blizzard are coming back, putting a pressure on Multan Sultan.
And Rizwan Cheema
facing the first ball.
comes out to the middle here. He has good memory on this ground. I remember several years ago in one of the US Open final, I think they were playing a team from, is it the Indian Lions? And the first 3 balls of the final all went for 3 sixes. And so a bit of a bit of history that day. I'm pretty sure that in any other preceding final or finals before that, Rana, no game has started with 3 sixes. All courtesy of Rizwan Cheema.
From the last year, the century maker, and I believe he hit the most sixes in that match too. So
There we go. It's in the air. He's offering a chance. Accepted. Cheema goes without scoring. Second ball duck. And 14 for 2. CT Blizzards are beginning to turn something on here. Multan Sultan. They're batting at 14 for 2.
Yes, so remember I told you when you make that point, the captain wanted to know what's the score going to be. And this is why they chose to ball first. They wants to know because this is a star-studded team. And mostly, you know, big name, big game players in there. But Jaydeep Reddy has broken the plan of Multan Sultan to start making the score fast and furious. But here it is. Look this over. 0, dot ball, wicket, 1 run, dot ball, and wicket. So the pressure goes whenever it's a dot ball, Lenny.
So Jaskaran Malhotra comes out to the middle with US All-Star / Multan Sultan and some bit of bother here. A couple of wickets are falling in this over. Jaydeep Reddy has snapped up both. Rizwan Cheema goes without scoring. Zishan Ashraf went for 5. And Zishan Qureshi now finds company in Jaskaran Malhotra.
Yes,
Qureshi will be on strike as 14 for 2. So here is Jaydeep. Runs in again, and a ball is defended by Jaskaran Malhotra. It's still 14 for 2.
Yes, Jaskaran Malhotra is the player that play for USA national team. And we still remember the last year memories. The semi-final, he gave his heart out for the USA All-Stars. And one time seemed like US All-Star couldn't chase against Somerset Cavalier, but he given his heart out. And unfortunately, he got run out. So he's a great batsman, a great wicket keeper, and great human being.
So 14 for 2. CT Blizzards. A bit of David and Goliath kind of battle here. And I'll tell you, David has won probably the first couple of overs here, a couple of strikes. And all of a sudden, Zishan Qureshi, the captain, out in the middle, along with Jaskaran Malhotra.
See, what I like about this match, is happening right on the prime time. Because, it's 7:30, people getting off from work. And, weekend is just starting. They are laying back. And they were waiting for the match of Multan Sultan because the hype was created, So now here you go. Multan Sultan, 14 for 2 after 2 over. Ali Tareen, the owner of Multan Sultan, came by. And MAQ Qureshi, the owner of US All-Stars. So this is a good package altogether.
Yeah, big merge as Koti Vanga, who took an amazing catch to dismiss Zishan Ashraf, being given the ball. And we'll come into bowl to Zishan Qureshi. Qureshi has struck a 6 already in 8. And we're in over number 3 here is Koti Vanga. Runs into bowl to Qureshi.
No, Malhotra.
And Qureshi gets a good ball, has to defend 14 for 2. Oh yeah, Malhotra on strike, sorry. So Zishan Qureshi at the other end.
I think Lenny's got excited because we all were waiting for Multan Sultan to play in this stadium. And they're playing it here. But this is Jaskaran Malhotra. He just came back from India.
Yeah. Oh, it's in the air, well away from the keeper. Running up to, oh, he's gone for 6. It has probably gone for 6. We'll wait for confirmation here from the umpire. But I think, yeah, it's gone for 6. So 6 off the bat of Jaskaran Malhotra. Trying to go through the onside. The ball flies over the wicketkeeper head. And that's a good way to start your account. Probably with 6. It doesn't matter how they come.
I think Multan Sultan, Qureshi start with the 6. Zishan Ashraf start with the 4. And now Jaskaran Malhotra start with the 6. But I think he was trying to play the pressure release shot. Because, it's 20 for 2 now. But 14 for 2, the Blizzard was controlling the game. Now, it's back even Steven.
So Vanga continues to Malhotra. Malhotra plays and misses. Ball goes through to the keeper. And so 45 balls remaining. 8 wickets in hand.
Yes,
and they're going at exactly 8 runs and over at the moment.
And dear viewers, this is 2020 US Open 2019. MAQ Qureshi has brought you MAQ TV. You can watch live matches right here on MAQ TV. But because of the rain, we have to short the format for 10 overs game. But I think this is creating more excitement and everything happening in fast and furious way.
So Koti Vanga, he has had an amazing game fielding-wise. This one turned into the offside. And the fielder having a throw at the stumps, but Zishan Qureshi makes it home. It's 21 for 2. And if you're wondering who's gone, Zishan Ashraf went for 5. Rizwan Cheema, yes, Rizwan Cheema got a second ball duck. It's 21 for 2. CT Blizzards. Maybe they have some bit of plan in winning the toss and deciding that they want to chase here tonight. And so far, when you look at the numbers here, 21 for 2, those are encouraging numbers, Rana.
Yeah, because the team knows their strength, and they knows Blizzard knows they might be strength with the bowling, but Multan Sultan, they are a star-studded player. If they, make the big total on the inning, then the pressure will be on the Blizzard. But if Blizzard can stop them from making the big total, then they are holding the game.
So Qureshi plays and misses, and so does the keeper. And the ball goes through for a single, could be by.
See, Lenny, the ball is swinging. What Wanga trying to do, he's not trying to put the pace in like Umar Gul and Sohail Khan. Because, he's using his skill. He's trying to swing the ball. He knows Malhotra is itching to hit him for 6 or 4. So he is playing with the mind of Malhotra. Sometimes you need to be very strong physically, but sometimes you need to be mentally strong to play this kind of format.
So 8 in the over so far. And Kati Vanga will come into bowl to Jaskran Malhotra, part of the U.S. national setup in recent times. And he gets a good delivery, charges for a single. Qureshi not interested. In the end, they'll settle for a dot ball, 22 for 2.
Yes, Jaskaran Malhotra wanted to rotate the strike, but Zishan Qureshi sent him back. They don't want to lose another wicket. So Zishan Qureshi want to play a little bit safe. So it's 2-2-2. 22 for 2 after 3 over Lenny. The current run rate is 7.3. The last over went for 8 runs.
Yeah, so the Connecticut Blizzards putting up a good show so far, but still a long way to go to decide the result of this game. Without a doubt, they're up against a superpower. Already, U.S. All-Star was always a strong team, and now Multan Sultan, the merge even becomes a stronger unit.
I think whoever naming their team stars, they bring all the star-studded team. You just seen Houston Stars. Now U.S. All-Star combined with Multan Sultan. It's good to see U.S. Open 2019 is bringing all the excitement and all the excited players from all over the world.
So Jaideep Reddy, very, very impressive bowling figures. He's only given up 1. He's picked up 2. Slashing shot through the offside. Off the bat of Zishan Qureshi. It's gone for 6.
Yeah, Zishan Qureshi, the captain of the team. That was a great shot. He exactly know where the fielder was, and he uses his muscle power to hit the stick. If you notice from last year, he has more muscles now and he has more power now.
So he's picked up his second 6 of the match. He goes up to 14 from just 8 balls, and he is taking the fight to the CT Blizzards. It's 28 for 2.
Zishan Qureshi is dealing in a 6s.
So Jaideep Reddy, impressive bowling figure up to this point, and Qureshi gets a ball that called a wide. We have seen many wides today, and the bowlers have had serious problems bowling in the proper line so far. So here is the extending hand of a one international umpire. Vijay Malela made his debut here in September against the in the ODI series with Papua New Guinea, Namibia, and the U.S. Of course, the U.S. now playing at one international level. A good comeback ball here from Jaideep Reddy. So he's made a good comeback after being slashed for 6 off the bat of the U.S. All-Stars Multan Sultan captain.
See, this is the small battles goes on while this kind of match are happening. First, Zishan Qureshi on the top hit a 6-run. Then JD tried to bowl the fast, but it went for wide. Now is a dot ball. So far, so good. It's even Steven in this over.
So 7 off the over so far. Runs into both to Qureshi. Qureshi slices again, and it's going to run away for 4. So good healthy slice from Zishan Qureshi. And it crashes into the backward point fence. 4 more off the bat of Zishan Qureshi. It's 33 for 2.
And the partnership moves to 19. Now Zishan Qureshi is dealing in 6s and 4 in the boundaries. And you can see 33 for 2 in 3.3 over. And you can see the good shot, the 4 runs. And you can see the MAQ TV, the Cricket Board News 95. All the advertisement is there.
So Qureshi has gone up to 18 from 10 balls. Look at the board there. A couple of 4s and 1-6. Jaideep again. And Qureshi goes to the onside. Can't score. Fielder in the ring. So Qureshi leading the fight here when Zishan Ashraf and Rizwan Chima has failed.
And US All-Stars and Multan Sultan, that's their home ground. Qureshi has been playing in this ground since childhood. He knows in and out of all this ground, Lenny, and that now he's look more mature and the experience comes in.
So Qureshi he has slammed a couple of, in fact, 3 boundaries so far. Ball going down the leg side. And it goes through to the keeper. So CT Blizzards.
So it's changing every ball. First it goes for the boundary, then a dot ball, then the boundary, then the dot ball. So it's a good comeback from JD Brady, but it's equally well played shots from Zishan Qureshi. He knows he's the captain of the team. After losing 2 early wickets, he needs to stay there and deal with the boundaries to get back the pressure on Blizzards.
Yeah, Zishan Qureshi has played with some bit of freeness. Has nothing to worry about. And this one he's cracked into the offside runs here. They'll pick up a couple of runs. They come back. And Jaskar and Malhotra is not, it's not very often you'll see the likes of Jaskar and Malhotra, Rizwan Chima, and Zishan Ashraf playing second fiddle to Zishan Qureshi. 35 for 2.
Yes, after 4 over 35 for 2. I agree with you on that, but you know, when you become a captain of the team, and especially you are playing for that big brand, especially Multan Sultan, and all the people are watching you. Here's a replay. You see he tried to hit the ball in the gap on the cover, and he was looking for only 1 run, but when he see there's a chance for second run, it's a good running between the wicket, keeping a pressure on the Blizzard. This game, whoever absorbs the pressure, they will win this game. If you can't absorb the pressure, of course you will make mistake, Lenny. So I think DJ just got alive too. DJ start playing the music too. The last over went for 13 runs. And
So
the last wicket went for Chima got out for 0 without opening the score. And you know, sometime it happens. This is cricket all about. One day you are a hero and one day you score 0.
Yeah, D1 has been given the ball. And we're beginning to see a fight back here from the Multan Sultan US All-Stars lineup. They're going at 8.75, so nothing is really wrong with the run rate. The only blemish on the scorecard is a couple of wickets, but this is a really short format of the game where run rate matters than the losing of wickets. So D1 will come into ball to Malhotra. Is it? Malhotra is in the air. And well away from the keeper. They scamper through for a single. And a single that gets D1 his bowling spell on the way. 36 for 2.
Yeah, good change from the captain to bring the spinner. And, you know, both are right-handers. So we have to watch and see what Diwan can create.
So
any chances.
Anubhav D1. And he comes in out the ball to Qureshi. Qureshi up into the offside. And that's another 6. Another 6 from Zishan Qureshi. This time over the mid-off area. And he goes up to 26.
Yes, he's playing mature inning over here and risk-free innings. He knows where the fielder was and where the bowler was bowling.
So here is D1. And this time ball tugged into the onside. Qureshi gives up the strike here to Jaskar and Malhotra. I remember a couple seasons ago, Jaskar and Malhotra in the US Open T20 series was on 3 consecutive hundreds at one point.
Yes, he's a big name, big game player.
Yeah, certainly he's a top player. Having played for the US All-Star for several years now, he's one of the fixed men in the US All-Star team over the last 5 years. And so he's been with a settled club and he continues to prove his worth. And he's worth every bit of salt. It's 44 for 2.
After 4.4. So run rate is going up. The last over run rate was under 9, but it's above 9 now.
So Qureshi is hammering this one back to the bowler. Can't score, but he won't mind. He has gone quickly up to 27 from just 16 balls. Let's see, 3 6s and 1 4. And he settles and waits for Anubhav D1. And ball chopped into the offside. No, says Jaskaran Malhotra. 5 overs gone. 44 for 2.
Yes, 44 for 2 after 5 over, half of the inning. So I'm gonna
So 44 for 2 at the end of 5. And so we've got a commentary change here as we welcome back our lone female commentator on this stint. Welcome back.
Thank you so much.
All right, so we've seen a very good fight back here from the CT Blizzards. Not one of the big team in the tournament. I've seen them over the years, and I don't recall them ever getting into to the quarterfinal stage. So they're up against Multan Sultan, US All-Stars, a powerful put-together team, and they've won the toss and have bravely decided that they'll bowl first. When the game started in the first 9 balls of the game, couple of wickets down, they're fighting back.
Yes, I think it is going to be a great game. Either of the teams will just be trying to execute their skills better, even though we know Multan Sultans is a stronger team. Like you mentioned, that City Blizzards were looking as the underdogs. But Multan Sultans is comprising of, good players from Pakistan, a mixture of other players who have been top cricketers for US Open as well. I guess whoever holds their nerves better is going to do better.
So 45 for 2, Qureshi has played a big hand so far. He gets an edge. They could come back for a couple of runs here. And of course, the US All-Stars teams have now merged a little bit with the Multan Sultan. Already a strong team, US All-Stars. But even now with Multan Sultan in the mix, there could be a team to watch in this tournament.
Yes, definitely. So the players who have joined in US All-Stars, they're part of Multan Sultans, which is a franchise in Pakistan Super League, and they are used to playing the Pakistan Super League, which is a new league itself launched by Pakistan over there. So I think this is a great experience for both the players when we talk about the cricketers who have been part of US All-Stars and the players who have come in all the way from Pakistan, because they are the emerging players who are part of Multan Sultans.
So Qureshi gets a ball towards the long on. Fielder comes around, save the boundaries. Another single here. And you're watching a Jaskaran Malhotra. He's made good strides in his cricketing career. I remember in the early days he played a lot of cricket in the US Open. Scored enough runs to catch the eyes of the US selectors. And in the last 4 or 5 years he's been part of the national setup.
So I think obviously someone of his caliber and having the captain on the other side, Qureshi, is doing really well. He's in form. So what Multan Sultans and US All-Stars need is a very good partnership and just to continue like this and maybe put City Blizzards on pressure.
Yeah, certainly. They really picked up the rate. They're going at 8.4 at the moment. Qureshi and Jaskaran Malhotra has repaired a good damage. They've posted 34 in quick time. Good recovery. When you look at the scorecard, it was 9 for 2. So when you look at 48 now, it looks a lot better, considering that this game is not really about preserving wickets. It's a more of a run rate issue because the chances of you getting bowled out in a T10 game is very slim.
Yes, obviously it's like a limited overs cricket and you have less time to score more runs, and whoever posts more runs basically puts the other team under pressure, because then it becomes a challenge to score the runs in less balls. So that's what the short cricket format brings in for the two teams. But like I said, I think we'll get to know who's a better competitive cricketer, and this is what the tournament is helping us basically spot on the talent for potentially USA cricket, and also cricketers who can go on to play maybe IPL or PSL. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. You're right on that, because Ali Khan got his break and his exposure in this series in the US Open, and even Jaskaran Malhotra. And so yes, this is one of the premier franchise tournament. It happens every year. It's been going on for 11 years now. This is the 11th year. So you want to fancy that players are still looking at this stage to really get things and and to really catch the eyes of, first of all, the U.S. selectors, and then, of course, as we see what's happening around the world in franchise cricket, you don't know who's watching. So another single here to Qureshi. He goes up to 32. Let's take a look at that. Off the back foot, hammers it into the offside. Not timed well, but well enough for him to rotate strike and bring Malhotra back on strike. Is 51 for 2.
Yes, I think at this stage they cannot afford any risk. They should just keep rotating the strike and maybe give the batsman who's doing better the more strike, I can say.
Oh, that's a classic shot through the offside. Finds the gap is Malhotra. And they pick up another boundary, so 55 for 2. And all of a sudden, the early pressure applied by the Blizzards are beginning to fall apart now. Look at that, short and wide outside the off stump and cracked away. The offside field not good enough for that shot, and it goes away for 4. So Malhotra goes up to 15, in fact 14 off 11 balls. And look at Qureshi, he's up to 32 from just 21. You get the feeling in a T20 game, a run a ball is considered very good, but in a T10 contest, and this one is launched into the darkness by Jaskaran Malhotra. And that ball will need some bit of retrievement, as the player will have to, first of all, scale the fence and then perhaps get some light to find that ball. Is 61 for 2.
I think he's living up to his potential.
Yes, he is. Yeah, Jaskaran Malhotra is a top player. Look at that. Well into the darkness. Yeah, that fielder has some... he's very smart. He's not going to go look for a white object that he may never find.
In this pitch darkness, I guess.
Yeah, and I don't know this area very well. Ian, did that ball travel all the way to Plantation? Yeah, that one was struck hard. I remember it might have been 3 or 4 years ago. Jaskaran Malhotra was sitting on 3 consecutive centuries in this series. So he's had good memories of this stadium. And he's a top player here. Usually opens the batting between 1, 2, and 3. But today, because of Rizwan Chima, Zishan Ashraf, he's batted at 4. It doesn't matter. He's still scoring runs, and that's the most important thing. Yeah, he's a top player, 62 for 2.
Yeah, I think the strategy has still been good by Multan US All-Stars to have Jaskaran Malhotra at that position, because they would want to utilize their experienced resources at the crunching time, and losing 2 wickets early on. I think that creates a panic situation, and we need someone like him to basically save the day. And this is what he's doing. He's building the partnership with the captain, and now things seem to be more smooth, because losing wickets is a nightmare for any team, I would say.
Yeah, you're right on that. 65 for 2. They still bat very deep, and even the batters down the order can still give you runs in a T20 contest where we have always felt, and we've talked about that on our commentary stint. It's probably a game that favors the batsman a little bit better because of 60 balls aside. Do you think?
Well, statistically, yes. But I think in the end, it depends on what are the resources a team has. Like if they have highly skillful spinners, highly skillful bowlers, or some amazing piece of fielding. And then maybe some improvised batting as well, because this is where the batters are at an advantage.
So the ball is in the air. Fielder comes in, falls in front of him. Qureshi continues to bat bravely. He's not afraid to play shots. And he goes up to 33, a partnership of 53. Where did we miss the partnership going over 50? Were we sleeping? 67 for 2. Yeah, we've seen a good knock here from Qureshi and Malhotra. Malhotra we know, and Qureshi has been a really improved young individual. We've seen him here over the years when he was a kid, and he's really grown in stature. And he's really grown in confidence, and we're beginning to see some production from a batting perspective from him. 67 for 2.
Yeah, I think if we look at that shot and the kind of fielding that was, I think the fielder should have attempted to go for the catch, because this is what you need to do in such a short format. Just risk it all with the brave intention, and this will be the difference in between the two teams.
Oh, this one is slashed into the offside. Fielder comes in, waits for the bounce. And Qureshi goes away with another single. He goes up to 34 from just 23 balls and pushes the partnership up to 54. This is a good one for Multan Sultan, US All-Stars.
I don't know why they're waiting for the bounce, though. They should just try to get them out. These are the main players.
So 68 for 2, 17 balls remaining. They're going at 9.4 at the moment. And this one not getting the elevation is Jaskran Malhotra. Rotates the strike and brings the free-flowing Zishan Qureshi, son of MAQ Qureshi, the man who runs the operation here for 11 years and has really put on one of the biggest show on U.S. soil from a domestic level.
I think he's doing a great job when it comes to developing the game in USA. And that's a great shot for 4 runs.
Oh, that's a lovely shot from Zishan Qureshi straight down the ground. And that's a safe place to play shot. Nobody feels between mid-off and mid-on. It's probably one of the widest area on the cricket field. Take a look. This one straight down the ground and with enough pace on the ball. You've got to be Usain Bolt to catch one of those.
Oh, yes. I think that went like a bullet. And it was played with a lot of intention and confidence. No one, yeah.
It's a 59-run partnership. And see the umpires having a look at the ball. And probably the ball has lost some bit of shape because of the beating that it has taken so far. 59-run partnership.
For so long.
Oh, that's another one. Good. Good save by the man. Save a boundary there. Save 3 runs. They go for 1. And takes the partnership up to 60.
I think that's the kind of fielding they need to do more, to put all-stars under pressure, because you already know they have big names. And if you let them execute well, then they'll be unstoppable.
Oh, this one going down the wrong line. Swung away. We'll have to wait and see if he's gone for 4. And so 4 more runs here for Multan Sultan, U.S. All-Stars. And this time it comes off the bat of Malhotra. He goes up to, 31? Or in fact, 30 actually. 30 off 16 balls. 78 for 2.
That's a great strike rate, I would say.
Yeah, very good. He's doing extremely well. And so final ball coming up here as Malhotra scampers through for 1. And the way things are going here, it appears to be Multan Sultan has really taken this game away from City Blizzards at the moment. They're going at almost 10 and over with 2 overs remaining, 79 for 2.
Yeah, I think the body language of the City Blazers fielders also seems to be down a bit, and this is something you cannot afford to just be basically lazy. And you need to bring your A game if you're playing with such a great and strong team, right? To basically just choke up their runs and do something new to put them under pressure.
Yeah, we saw in the games played in the stadium today, 117, I think, was the highest T10 score. With 12 balls remaining, 79 for 2. So they've got 21 and 17. That's 38 runs to really catch that target or to really overhaul. But we'll have to wait and see. That might be a little too ambitious. They're going at almost 10 and over. So let's say the next 2 overs they get 20 runs. That will be 99, just around that area. But we'll have to wait and see as Malhotra and Qureshi are both well set batsmen now. So over number 9. Oh, look at that. It's in the air. Fielder is coming around. And again, it falls in front of the fielder. Or is it the fielder allowing the ball to fall in front of them? Which one?
I think they're just double-minded, I would say, whether to go for the catch or whether to save the 4, or just wait for the ball. And this is what they're doing, which is a mistake, I would say, at this stage.
We saw a brilliant catch to dismiss Zishan Ashraf by Koti Vanga. One of the better ones we've seen all day. A spectacular catch. Took it inches from the grass. Oh, this one well into the night. It's gone by the side screen. And it's gone for 6 off the bat of Malhotra. 87 for 2.
That was like a tennis shot. Flowing free.
Yeah, tennis shot. 15 love.
Yes.
15 love.
I would say 40 love.
Yeah, 40 love. Yeah.
Just
40 love.
Swing of the bat, swing of the arms, see, like a golf shot as well.
Look at that! It's in the air, and it's gone for a maximum. So, I get the feeling this is where Malhotra and Qureshi could open up here.
They've already set a good platform, I would say. They're in a commanding position, and whichever batsman in case comes in, if we have a fall of wicket, they will have the confidence that okay, the top batsmen have done their job. And maybe they'll just need to continue from there.
Yeah, partnership of 74 They batted extremely well. They came together when the score was 2 for 14 or 14 for 2 with the loss of Rizwan Chima. That's one is high in the air. Fielder is coming around. He grabs hold to it. And it falls out of his hand.
That's a dropped catch.
It is a drop catch.
A much needed wicket, I would say.
Yeah. So always difficult here. Well into the night. Those are the little bit of darker areas on the cricket pitch. And so a little bit of misfortune here for CT Blizzards. In the meantime, the partnership goes up to 75. Let's take a look at that. A little bit of juggle.
I think the fielder should have watched the ball till the end, because it would have been a very easy catch.
Yeah, and on another lucky day, that ball would have bounced into the other backup guy hands, but not tonight. And Qureshi gets a single out towards the offside. 89 for 2. In fact, 90 for 2 with 8 balls remaining. And let's take a look at that. Well, that's the shot that Qureshi just eased into the offside. And that brings, with a couple of balls remaining, Malhotra back on strike. Is gone high in the air, mid-on. Mid-wicket runs around, falls in no man's land. And another single here for Multan Sultan, US All-Stars. They go up to 91 for 2.
I think this is brilliant batting by Multan Sultans, because if you see, the ball is not traveling a lot. The ground is not favoring that. It has to be a powerful shot or something, and this is where the good batting comes into play.
So Qureshi has hammered this one for another extra cover 6. Look at that. He's played the shot to great strength today. And let's look at his scorecard. 4 6s and 2 4s, 46. He's closing in on a 50. If he does so, that will be the third 50 we've seen in the ground today. We saw earlier on one from Anthony Bramble. We also saw another 50 from another player, and Qureshi could be the third man to score a half century in this stadium today. So we'll wait and see. 6 balls remaining.
I think he's proving to be a great prospect when you talk about the short term of cricket. And we also have the T10 League in Dubai, sanctioned by ICC itself. So he's proving to be a great player for T10 and T20 as well.
Yeah, it's a shorter version of the game. Is it's the T10 series, the T10 format. It will get popular. Yes, you're rightly. Already they have started some top leagues around the world, and I'm pretty sure the shortened format of the game will certainly catch on.
Yeah, the main effort is basically to get more spectators. That is the effort by ICC and other investors to have more spectators in the world, and maybe divert the audience of football and golf to watch more cricket, because that's where you enter the 90-minute slot.
So Koti Vanga comes back into the attack. He's the man who took a brilliant catch, probably one of the better catches we've seen all day, and we've seen quite a few. Malhotra will be on strike. Qureshi is close to a 50, but the fact is, while Malhotra is on strike, you never know, Malhotra could get there quicker. Well, now he gives up the strike to Zishan Qureshi, so now the advantage will go to Zishan. With a bit of chase here, he needs 4 to get a 50. It will be a well-played half century. And he's a youngster over the years, really grown up to be a better player year after year. And now he's closing in on a half century in the US Open on the big stage here in the stadium. So a bit of field adjustment here for Koti Vanga. He wants the offside field to come around. Let's see, has he protected the strength area here for Zishan Qureshi? I think he has done so, but Qureshi will probably come a little bit more straighter.
Yeah, there's a big gap there.
Yeah, we'll wait and see. As here is Koti Vanga. Can he restrict 46? And this one, oh, he's lost his stump. So Qureshi falls 4 short of a well-played 50. Koti Vanga comes back. It's 98 for 3. Qureshi goes for 46.
I think that wasn't needed at this stage. He could have easily cruised to his 50, and because this was a great position he was in. playing an irrational shot right now.
There we go, looking to go through the offside, but the ball perhaps skidded a little bit on quicker and giving himself a little bit more room. So he's gone. He falls for 46. Well played still. And Jaskaran Malhotra remains on 43. So we'll have to wait and see. Number 23 comes to the middle. And I think that's Javel Glenn. Glenn comes to the middle here. So with 4 balls remaining, what do you think might be the score here with 98 for 3, 4 balls remaining?
I think it could be 105, 110. And with the change in batting as well, I think he's a lefty. That would be a change for the bowler as well. So maybe a couple of runs here and there.
All right, so 4 balls remaining. Let me make a guess here. So it's 98, 6 and 4, 10. Another 10 runs in 4 balls. I'll probably go 106, 107. I'll go 106.
That's close.
We'll see. So Javel Glenn, he got runs in the previous game outside of the stadium, I understand, along with Zishan Qureshi. And he comes in here with 4 balls remaining. Malhotra on 43. Oh, that's a good ball. Oh, run out. So Malhotra falls just on successive delivery after Zishan Qureshi. And all of a sudden, 98 for 2. It's now 98 for 4. Malhotra goes for 43. Run out. Javel Glenn will be on strike still with 3 balls remaining.
I think this is a tricky one to guess the score now. Only 3 balls to go.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see as number 10 walks to the middle. We'll have to pick him up.
He just ran, I think, without communicating with Glenn at all to whether to change the strike or not. That's another lefty. We have Zafar on strike.
So Saad bin Zafar has come to the middle. That's the key. There we go. Malhotra was itching to go down. And if we probably look carefully at the replay, it might have been a chance for a man-catting issue. He was backing up well. Playing a miss here from Javel Glenn. So 2 balls remaining. Saad bin Zafar, is he the man who has come to the middle? Yep. The Canadian national with some bit of global T20 experience has had a decent series this year there.
I think Multan Sultans and All-Stars at least need to get 100 to get a psychological advantage.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure with 3 balls remaining, unless
2 balls remaining now.
Yeah, unless Koti Vanga can pull in an amazing last over. Oh, playing a miss again.
Yes.
So what an over here from Koti Vanga. And we'll just make sure we double check with the score. So final ball coming up here as Roddy Lalman has made sure that every single ball is accounted for. So not a single run in this in the last 4 balls. We saw a single off the first ball, and we saw a couple of wickets.
I think Glenn seems to be struggling to even meet the ball with his bat. And at this stage, there were good runs needed right now to post a good total on the board.
So runs under 100 here. CT Blizzard will fancy their chances of scoring 10 and over. So here is the final ball. Glenn on strike. Here is Koti Vanga. It's in the air. It could go all the way. In fact, it has gone. And so Javel Glenn ends it in fine style. Brings up the 100 for US All-Star Multan Sultan. They finished at 104 for 4. Did you say 104?
I said 105, 110.
Okay, well,
but you were closer, I would say.
well, I think you were closer from the bottom part. I was a little bit ahead. So it's 104 at the end of 10, with Javel Glenn striking a 6 off the last ball. So when we come back in about a couple minutes, CT Blizzard will need 105 in 60 balls to be champion. That's the look at the scorecard. 46 to Qureshi. Malhotra 42 before he was run out. Apart from that, no one else really brought up any innings of substance. So big knocks here from Malhotra and Qureshi with the US All-Star Multan Sultan unit posting 104 for 4. All right, that's the look at the bowling. Kati Vanga, JD Reddy picks up a couple of wickets. And we saw a very tidy last over from Kati Vanga, 2 overs for 14. Very impressive bowling performance in a T10 game if you're giving away 7 runs. So the target will be 105 in 60 balls. And join us as we come back with the chase in just about 10 minutes.